I'm a gamer and running in circles. I'm a rabbit and running in circles. I'm annoying and running in circles. Might as well jump in the hole and be a bunny. Be a bunny. Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Alicia, también conocido como Coneja. Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison, also known as Rabbit, and today we're playing House Flipper. So excited to be playing House Flipper. It feels like it's been a while. Of course, that's probably because I play House Flipper every other week. Anyway, most likely you saw the 3 photos during the intro and you're probably confused and want an explanation, or probably don't care about that explanation. I'm going to give it to you anyway. I want to make sure the gameplay of House Flipper on this channel is as comfortable for you as it is for me. I am over the age of 18, over the age of 21. There's going to be cursing, cussing, and adult topics. Seriously. And with that, I want to point out that since 2018, I no longer use religious words in my cursing, such as God, Jesus Christ, holy, anything like that. Seriously. I am not doing this to dumb down or PG myself. I am doing this to respect the Christian religion. And with that, I am aware that I have Christian viewers, subscribers, followers, and whatnot. I want to let you all know I respect you. I really do. I want to remind you all to please respect my decision here. I left the Christian religion on my own volition. There was no external force or anything like that, seriously. And I say that because I follow a different religion. I was raised in the non-denominational Christian path, but just over the years of me being an adult, I just learned a lot more stuff that wasn't the Christian way, and just felt more connected spiritually and universally, I suppose. And I just figured, since I believe in this stuff, and it's not entirely the way of the Christian, I should be following a different religion. So that's where my mind went through for so many years after I moved out of my mom's place. Anyway, let's get back to talking about the game, really, House Flipper. If you are new to House Flipper, this is definitely a game to check out. Although, it is strange that you're watching a series of House Flipper, like, towards the middle of the whole thing, because I am getting close to finishing the Pets DLC, and I have 3 other DLCs to check out, and I seriously intend to buy the Dine Out DLC once it is released. I am so excited about this. I also look forward to the Reef Cottage updates. They have yet to talk about that in any of their news notifications on Steam. I hope they will talk about it soon. But I am super excited. Oh wait! The new Reef Cottage update with a charming property built on the water is waiting for you. Wait, it's already out! We're extremely happy to announce House Flipper Dine Out DLC. Yeah, okay. Wait, so the Reef Cottage update is out. Oh my gosh. This is exciting. And yes, I am aware the Hairdresser Simulator is out. I saw a video gameplay of it on someone's channel, a channel that I kind of support. I'm not all into the voice narration. His voice, I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, the gameplay of it is just too choppy and too buggy, and just a lot of things that I didn't expect. But I imagine, with this being such a new game, most likely the devs will be working out all the bugs, the glitches, and everything else that is not right with it. Because the hair mechanic is very weird. Anyway, let's get into the game, shall we? Now, I want to let you all know I do have family that watches my content, though not my family's children, unfortunately, because I curse on this channel. They prefer their children to be familiar with the curse words out in the real world, rather than letting them watch their aunt's content. So I completely understand that. I completely understand that. But honestly, like if my nieces really want to watch my content, I will support them. But if their parents do not want them to, I will respect their wishes, because both their moms are my sisters. Anyway, I went to for my lovely sister and her family up north of Missouri. I want to let you know that I love you very much. I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks. And tell my niece and nephew I love them. Give them a big hug and a kiss for me. Tell your husband I said hi. And Ma, if you're watching this, I love you very much. Give Molly a big hug and a kiss for me, and tell Newman he will always be your nuisance. And this lovely property. Okay, so today's video might not be very long. I normally try to do an hour long for House Flipper and Power Wash. However, I'm seeing lag. However, I want to. My thought process has lost. My train of thought disappeared. Shit. Right. So for today's. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Today's episode is not going to last very long, I think, simply because no, everything looks good. Simply because I am on a bit of a time crunch, and I don't know if it'll be the full hour or not, or if I should be entering the train on the other side from now on, because I always have trouble with the doggy gates, getting through them, I mean. But yeah, so to give a little tour of this train car, this is the pets area. I will put wallpaper up, but I think I'm gonna finish the layout of the place first. So this is the dog's area. See, I'm having issues crossing this path. There we go. This is going to be the bathroom slash shower. Seriously, come on. I don't know why I'm having trouble with the controls today, because I'm doing this via PC. But anyway, so I need to figure out how much of this is going to be the kitchen, how much of this is going to be the living room. Because honestly, I'm more for a living room than I am a kitchen. So I need to figure out how much of this space is going to be the kitchen or not. I think I'll figure it out once I get back from today's job. But this room is the bedroom. And I am all for how tiny it is, simply because you don't really need that much space for it to be a bedroom. But hey, that's just my opinion. Anywho, let's get into the Pets DLC. We are getting close to finishing the DLC, which I am super excited about. Chasing the Dreams, let's go ahead and finish this. Now, I did a little bit more of the job after the previous episode. I decided to finish the painting, not to mention I bought a few more items that was listed, and probably one or two more things that weren't listed, just because I wanted to get the feel of the place, an idea of what I want for the last room. And do believe we are almost done with the job too, considering the percentage we saw on there. Some iguanas have a third eye on their head. It doesn't see, but can sense the movement of predators above. That's interesting. I did not know that. Thank you, Dr. Morgan. You always give some really interesting trivia. And apologies if you hear shaking in the background. Those are my legs. Sometimes my legs shake because either 1, I'm tired, 2, I'm antsy and going to the bathroom, or 3, it's just a habit. But in this situation, I am a bit tired, but I am not gonna let that stop me for recording, because I promised myself that I would not record videos anymore at night, because that is when I am most tired and when I am least likely to talk nonstop. Like recording at night, there is a high chance of me staying quiet the majority of the episode. Pretty funny in my opinion. But hey, let's get this job finished. So I changed the layout of the painting and the walls just a little bit, because I realized the amount of copper coin they wanted was most likely for those 2 walls, and probably a little bit of that wall too, to have the fridge behind it, or have it to be behind the fridge. But then I realized how much space I needed for the tiling for the main kitchen. So, but this, if you compare this to the end of the previous episode, you'll see what has been added. I am super excited. Basically, the remaining stuff that we need to buy fits perfectly in that list on the right. That is all we need. Okay, so the cabinets. If I remember correctly, it was cool oak. This tabletop is always snowy. Wait. Oh, wow. I need to double check on what I've been doing with the others. Oopsie doodles. Not whitewood. Not gray oak. There it is. Cool. Was it cool ash? No. Coarse dark oak. I think it was cool oak. Yeah. Sunny yellow, golden metal. Shit. I think I have been doing the beige. Well, now I have to rebuy all that. There needs to be 2 of these, right? I think I'm gonna do these over here. Bring these over here. I'm well aware. Alright. I'm gonna sell these 2 to correct this. Well, I'm gonna have to sell everything to correct it. Yeah, beige. Shit. Okay. Cool oak. Handle golden. Sink. Yeah, I think we're keeping the white steel. Yeah, it's such a contrast. I am not a big fan of the beige. Or, well, at least when it comes to the snowy tiling. I mean, it kind of looks good, but eh. Honestly, I think this deserves to be over here. Yeah. And I think this will actually go back in that corner. So I am going to put this here for now. Boop. I don't remember what corner I used. I think it was this. Yeah. Okay, snowy. And it was cool oak. Golden. Sorry, I'm giggling because I'm constantly getting notifications from my brother-in-law playing a specific game, and he normally plays this game when he is working. And no, the business he works for is not paying him to play a game, but this specific game helps him fine-tune his skills. And also helps him with researching too. Wrong placement. Yeah, that works. Alright. Put that there. And we'll move this. Yoink. Oh, shit. Please tell me that did not... Damn it. Well... Nope. Where is it? Come on. It has to be in here somewhere. Cream. Light. I guess it's white. Brownish granite. Black matte. White matte. White gloss. Yeah, I'm honestly don't know. Golden metal. Honestly, I don't care. I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. But yeah, I think that was it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Awesome. Oh right, the controls. Why am I getting user error here? There we go. Alright. This, I believe, was green. Eh. There we go. Now, this is 100. Nope, get rid of that beige. There we go. This is the cool oak. Yeah. So, question. Will this cover... Well, yes it does. Awesome. And now, this is 75. And wood is cool oak. Golden metal handles. And the remaining are hanging. Because this fits perfectly. I think yeah. This definitely looks right. I love it. It also feels right too. Okay, this is the 100. I know where this is going. Cool oak, please. Golden metal. These aren't like full-on old adults. Like, she's just moving into this place. Care to do something more with all that's left? Oh, am I over budget? Oh no. I'm over budget. Shitty ass. I think I did buy something extra. I don't remember which room it was though. Oh, it was the doggos. I bought one more than expected. Because I thought it needed one more, but I guess I needed that money. Um, this is a 75, I think. Yeah. And come on, there we go. Oh, this is 148. Fuck. Whatever I did, you know what? I think it was the tiling. I bought more than I should have. Well, that's unfortunate. Good thing is I can redo the job, and I think I will do that off screen. because I deserve a completion on this. It sucks that I'm aware. I hate that it's 99% done. Sorry, not hate. I despise that it's not done. But as I said, I will redo this job on my free time. Hopefully not fuck it up. Well, that was definitely interesting. I think I'm gonna do probably a normal job and maybe work on the train car a little bit, and then we'll move to the next job. I think 2 bathrooms are the minimum. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, updates on my sleep apnea. Last week I had a home sleep study done, and surprisingly, this past Sunday, I got news from my doctor saying he has the results. Remember earlier where I said last year I was diagnosed with mild to moderate sleep apnea? Well, now it's changed. I now have severe sleep apnea. Yikes. Fortunately, with all the things that he said to me, he was like, I want to make sure that you are in agreement with such and such and all that with for getting supplies. And I'm like, this sucks this sucks. I had a feeling it was going to be severe, and yes, I am in agreement with what you were saying here. So hopefully I'll be able to get hopefully I'll be able to get the supplies soon, because I am going on vacation at the beginning of June. Topic, you need to remove the bushes. Hey there, I have a bit of a problem. I tried to deal with weeds in my garden and got some kind of herbicide to get rid of them. Luckily, just to test it out, I used it on a couple of them and quickly realized that it's extremely effective. It destroyed the weeds, as well as my bushes. Yikes. I'm really glad I didn't spray it all over my yard, but unfortunately I did it right in front of the entrance. Now the plants in that area are dried up and look pathetic. Please wipe them out and fill that spot with some fresh grass. Oh, and if you could mow my lawn as well, that would be fantastic. Best regards, Ethan. I like how he used an exclamation point for best regards instead of a comma. Most people don't do that. Professionalism, though, use a comma. It's sweet of him to use exclamation point. It's like saying, best regards, Ethan. Instead of saying, best regards, Ethan. It's funny how some people don't know punctuation. And I say this as a writer. Sorry, I watched a video of Stumped recently, and I just got some nostalgia from watching it. I basically stopped watching Stumped just because of out of personal preference of what they've been doing with the channel recently, and or I should say this past year. And it's funny because during that process, or since then, congratulations, you've unlocked a new tool. From now on, you'll be able to cut grass using garden brush cutter. Interesting. I think I've already gotten that, right? Oh, for the gardening. No, I haven't. That's interesting, though. Why did I not get the... Okay. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least. Okay, nothing over here. So it's just that patch. Oh, and these 2 patches over here. Okay, got it. Jeez, this is what your herbicide did? Fuck. Okay, that do not sell. Okay. I lost my train of thought. There we go. Yeah, I really did lose my train of thought. I don't remember what I was talking about before. Other than, you know, I'm going on a trip at the beginning of June. That is interesting. Okay. I wonder if it would be terrible that I cut their tree down. Alright. Oh. Okay. You know what? Let's get all the mowing done first. Because I'm remembering where the entrance to the backyard is. And I believe it's... Fuck sakes. I believe it's over here somewhere. Open, please. It said open. There you go. Alright. Let's see. What else to talk about? There is a game that I really want to play on this channel, but I don't know when I'm going to play it, honestly. And I think it's because you know what, since we're on this job, I'm going to increase the planting speed. Fuck sakes, I lost my train of thought again. Oh, right, I remember now. There is a game that I really want to play on this channel, but I don't know when it's going to happen, simply because I want to do the Enigmatis series in one sitting. Or I shouldn't say in one sitting, but in one go, I should say. Like, I don't want to take breaks in between the 3 Enigmatis games. But I think I might have to, just because, like, that's a lot of hidden object games to cover in, you know, a year. Well, I mean, I'm going to be covering a lot of hidden object games. But doing 3 games of the same, doing 3 games of a series in a row without any breaks with other games, it just seems not just monotonous, but too repetitive. And I've been doing that for so long with House Flipper and Dreamlight Valley and Stardew. I mean, the main reason why I stopped Stardew is because I've been doing it for so long that I got to 200 videos on it. And I'm like, you know what? I need a break. It's understandable. And with Dreamlight, I stopped because I was having issues with it. I really am. By the way, I do have some news on that. This week I finally reported the issue that I'm having with it, because the method for Mac users to fix the problem that I have is pretty simple, but I can't do it on my computer because, well, part of the instructions is to sign out of your Apple ID account and log back in before you open the game. And honestly, I couldn't find the Apple ID sign-ins, because it was actually telling you, like, the instructions actually told you like where you could find it, and I'm like, well, I'm not seeing it, and it's probably because I'm using Windows, not a Mac. So, finally, I decided to open Dreamlight, do the login information so that I could get a screen capture of the issue that I'm having, and I also had to like write down my user IDs, but I forgot to do that right off the bat. I had to do it like while I was filling out the form. And that day I received the email saying we've gotten your we got your support ticket. It's logged. It's registered. We will reply to you as soon as we are able. I'm like, okay, fine. That's fine. Of course, I have a feeling they're not going to keep to their word for who knows how long. Alright. That seems to be complete. Ah! I'm in the pool! And yet again, I want to talk about my dreams. Just because the dream I had for Saturday, which is the day I'm recording this, um, is a really interesting. Actually, no, it wasn't Saturday. It was Friday. Friday morning that I had this dream where where I had to, or not where I had to. Um, Honestly, I don't know how to explain this. Explain the dream. Okay. I think I need to go large, because this doesn't seem right. Even the large seems long, so... come on. There we go. And we move forward. this point. Yeah. And cut. Okay, this I think we can use medium. Right, I didn't go specific on the dream. So, now I gotta go large here too. So the dream I had was about, I guess a middle-aged guy and his classmates. This was set in my hometown, by the way, for some reason. But yeah, it's just, it was interesting to see this happen because it was in, whoops. Weird. Why is it saying I can't use it here? Oh, is it because... Gotcha. That was interesting. It doesn't like it being overlapped with the tiling. Well, there we go. Fuck's sakes. Do I really have to switch to medium? Yeah, I really have to switch to medium. Damn. They really don't like smooth corners. That looks so weird. Come on. Oh yeah, no, that's overlapping. Okay. There we go. So really you don't want shrubs? This is interesting. Okay, sorry, I'll get to the dream, promise. But we are kind of cutting it close. Whoops. You. Wait, what? Why is it saying it's only 73% of it is done? Oh, I see why. Yeah, it's counting the stuff that wasn't covered. Fuck's sakes, that is so dumb. Eh. Wee. There we go. Alright, so, the dream. It was set in my hometown, though the locations it was showing in the dream I was not familiar with at all, but like the people that were in the dream were actually saying certain locations, like the high schools that I'm familiar with in my town, um, but the locations I was actually seeing, like I was not familiar with any of it. Anyway, the dream was about this young man, uh, a high school alumni, and his classmates like found this cave system within a forest earlier that year, and they were like, you know what, we should explore this sometime. And I think it was like in October or September later that year, where when they decided to communicate with each other again, and they're like, you know what, let's explore it now while we still have the chance, since it's warmer and, or sorry, not warmer, since it's cooler, and we don't have to worry about, just, I forgot what the reasons were, but so they decided to like on the day they decided to explore the cave system, something happened. I don't know what caused it, but at some point there was a cave collapse, and uh they were actually on their way to leave the cave system. And when this cave collapse happened, the one specific person that was in the back, which is the young man the dream is focusing on, the cave collapse happened between him and the rest of his classmates. And uh and the classmates, they heard rustling, like the rocks were shifting around. Um it was weird. Grade A renovation. This job. Let's do it. Oh, although she's been living in Cozy Village for we'll read it again in the next video. But this is the job where she is a grade A anal, grade A piece of POS, grade A POS, which is piece of shit. But anyway, so because they heard this rustling, they assumed that he was moving these rocks so that he could get out of there. And because they heard that, they just assumed that he was moving the rocks, that he would be able to get out, and they all just left the cave and living the rest of their lives to whatever. And the young man, which, if memory serves me right, in the dream his name was Jeremy Talk. I don't know if that's an actual person or not, but I knew the last name sounded like Ock,
Without it, terrifying things happen. Take my neighbors. They almost put my cat on fire. By accident, of course. I am different. There is no place for accidents at my home. That's why I did so much to make your tasks unambiguous. I prepared everything. Furniture, tiles, paint, and bathroom fixtures. Just put it all together. Nothing beyond your capabilities, I suppose. It's It's not rocket science after all. Do your best and make the grade.
Grade A renovation. I think she's a teacher or professor, which is why she's such a piece of shit. But basically, we don't spend a single penny on this job. Nope, not a single penny. All we're doing is doing painting and moving the furniture, which is a yikes. We're doing the weeding of our own free will. Oh wait, no, it's actually part of the job. Okay. Anyway. So he ends up, like, he couldn't move the rocks. And I didn't fully understand why until later on. But he couldn't move the rocks. He couldn't get them out of the way for him to get through. And so because of that, like, I guess he knew that the tunnel he was in did not have an exit or turning points that connected to the other tunnels that were nearby. So he just sat there. He laid there, just letting himself to die of starvation and rot. So basically, because his classmates left him behind like that, assuming that he was going to get out, they basically committed, if I am correct on this, and please comment down below to correct me, I believe they committed assisted manslaughter, if not just point blank manslaughter. Because doing this is basically, like, leaving him to die, not knowingly, is basically murder. Like, you just don't abandon someone. Like, and they didn't even bring it to the police of the matter that he might be stuck in that cave. They just assumed that he would actually get out. And because of that, like, the following month, his parents decided to put out missing posters, missing flyers, because something didn't sit right with them. Like, they hadn't heard any communication from him and found out that he hadn't been to his job in a while. So they just put out flyers. And what's crazy is that his classmates, only like a few of his classmates noticed the flyers. The rest had no idea that his parents put out missing persons flyers. They had no idea, which sucks. And what's crazy is that the classmates that did notice the missing persons flyers, they didn't say a fucking word. They really didn't. Except for one. Like, she didn't go to the police, but she did go to the parents, saying that her classmates, and Jeremy included, went to a cave system near a forest that she explicitly mentioned. Like, she actually said the name of the forest to them. And because they were too distraught, they just didn't pay attention to what she was saying, you know? They were just like, bye. So, just like, he was never found. He legit just died because they were careless. They didn't care. Which is crazy. And so, like, 10 years later, I think I was in some sort of, I think it was me. I and my sisters and my mom were at some sort of park, where we get to control this, like, golf ball or marble through a tunnel system, and we legit had to pick the tunnels for the marble to go down. Like, it legit felt like I was in first person mode of where the marble was going. But at some point, we selected the wrong path and the marble just went to the end. And when that was over, I don't know what happened to my sisters and my mom, but I like walked around and saw these kids playing around with, I think, at least 2 adults nearby. And one of those adults left, and I was like, okay, this person must be aware of who they are then. But it seemed like he wasn't in charge of the kids. He looked more like an employee there. And what's crazy is that um I didn't know like who he was just because I thought he was an employee, you know. Because of that, well, I just decided to have a small chat with him. And while I was talking to him, another an adult entered the room, like a young man, um, like relatively older than him. I'd say at least 10 years older than him. And the crazy thing is, he, the guy who entered the room was kind of confused at me. Like he stared at me, was like, huh, I wonder what's going on there. And in the conversation I was having with the employee, he was going on about like I asked for his name and like if he enjoyed working there, and just trying to have like small chat with him just to like get to know him and all that. And the fact that the kids weren't communicating with him, nor the adult that entered the room, had me curious. So with that, I just his name escaped me already because the situation was because like of the people surrounding him were not reacting to him, had me befuddled and made me lose my memory a little bit. So I asked him his name one more time, and he said his name was Jeremy Talk. For some dumb reason, his ghost, had attached himself to some of his classmates, so that someone, if anyone could spot him, helps him to get his body retrieved from the cave. And fortunately, that person was me. Because in this in this dream world, well, I mean, all my dream worlds are connected in some way, in some shape or form. But in the universe of my dreams, I have magic. And I'm not going to say what kind of magic, but I'm just going to say magic, you know. But because of this magic, it gave me a way to communicate with ghosts and see them. And sometimes that can make me look a little insane. So, when he gave me his name one more time, I was like, okay, Jeremy, do you remember the last thing you saw? Do you remember what was the last thing you remembered? I think is what my question was. And the fact that I said the name Jeremy had the other adult raise his curiosity, like his ears perked. I could almost see his ears like moving because he got interested. And he approached me saying, "Did you say Jeremy?" And And I said, yeah. And he asked me if the person's full name was Jeremy Talk. And I said, yeah, it is. And the guy was just so confused and out of it and was like, how are you talking to him? And why am I not seeing him? And this made me realize that Jeremy was a ghost. And I am realizing time, and I am over time, oddly enough. But we are. I do need to end the video considering what time it is in real life. So, at least now you know what's going on with this job. She expects us to do everything for free, or at least not buying anything for her, I should say. And she expects us to move all the furniture that's out front into these rooms, which is why I'm doing the second floor first. But anyway, I really am running out of time, so I will have to finish telling you all this dream in the next house flipper video. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to explain this dream in Power Wash. I really am not. That would be so mean of me. So, hopefully I'll be able to remember. If not, please comment down below to remind me. Other than that, if you are new to House Flipper, I hope I helped you out at least a little bit. If not, I am not doing my job. And if you're just now tuning into this channel and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, make it that beautiful gray, as well as that bell icon right next to it. That'll notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Central, and Sundays, 4:30 p.m. Central. And if I am ever late, Friday, 6 p.m. Central. Or 4 p.m. Central. Whichever one's feels suitable. I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit. Sidetracked in so many different ways. And saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! I'm a gamer and running in circles. I'm a rabbit and running in circles. I'm annoying and running in circles. Might as well jump in the hole and be a bunny. Be a bunny. Oh shit! I completely forgot about Legends of the Phoenix! Well, I'm getting no banquet points.